Hello trips and welcome back to Herring's Rest. And guess what? We're going to have a look at a couple of locomotives that I got at Model Rail Scotland, alright? This is the first one, it's a dapol and it's a Western hydraulic. And I got it for £100. And I got it from the junction box. There's other contact details and all that. Right, we'll show you a number on the back end of the box, or the bottom of the box, or side of the box, or whatever it is. The Western Explorer. Small yellow ends, it's a green one. I've got a Lima Western, but it's not that great, you know. Anyway, we'll have a look at this. Right, well, so you see it came with etched. Well, that's we changed it. Western Campaigner. Different name for what's in the box. Anyway, as you can see, there's maybe you can't see. Cab's fully detailed. Etched nameplates fitted, separately fitted handrails. Bogie detail is absolutely phenomenal. You can see into the engine here. Detail along here is really good. These bits here have all been separately painted, etc. And up here, same with this wee bit. So you can see the windows into the engine bay and whatnot. The vents on the side are pretty good. Bogey's good. British Rail logo on the side there is good. Right, we'll have a look at this. Right, as you can see, it's got the. Well, I don't know if the wipers are simply fitted or if they're fitted onto the surround of the windscreen or what, but they stick out, you know. Separately fitted handrails, lamp irons, sprung buffers, or the buffer detail's been fitted on this end. And it comes with spare valances, so if you want to take that off to fit a coupling on the front, you can. I'm not going to bother, because I don't like having couplers on the front of my locos. Right, other side. Again, full cab detail. Along the side, it's much the same. A bit of wiring you can see in there, but hey, who cares? You don't notice that when it's running round. There's a drone shot. Two separately fitted fans. I don't think they spin her in like that, but I do like the etched metal grills. All the detail along the top's all really well picked out. Again, you get the etched metal ends on it and all that. NEM pockets not fitted. So aye. Red and blue wires. Okay, we'll stick this on the track and see how it runs. Alright guys. Right, and here it is on the track. We'll set it off and see how it goes. Really nice actually. And there's some weight in it. Well, I'll need to try and find a way of getting these cab lights turned off. I might need to take the body off and see if there's any switches inside or whatever. And I'll just need to cut the wires on the cab lights. But how smooth and quiet is that? And it weighs an absolute ton. Listen to that. How quiet is that? Fantastic. Right, we'll stop it there and we'll reverse it, see how it goes in reverse. Again, really smooth. Right, and we'll go full speed, eh? But that's not bad. That's reasonable for flat out, isn't it? I'll bring it back down to sensible speeds. Right, this time then we'll try it through the points. We'll just try to make sure we get no junk in front of it on that track, because I'm still working on this bit of track. How good and smooth is that? Fantastic. Love it. Right, okay guys, on to the next one. Okay trips, I'll look at a last locomotive probably for quite a while, because I've got quite a few now. And this is one that my wife bought me at Model Rail Scotland. It cost her £150. Alright, and I'll show you the box in here. You see it's an Accurascale, and it's a deltic. There we go. We'll have a look at the number on the side of the box. There you go, that's it there. Alright. Right, we'll have a look at this locomotive. And here it is here. Now, as usual, being an Accurascale one, it's extremely well detailed. I have removed the bogie chains on it because I need to get the body off. And the reason I need to get the body off is, I know this hatch comes off. This one's sound fitted, and my layout is DC only. Alright, it took me ages to get this thing to run. I had to reset the chip and all sorts, because I do have a NEC power cab, NCE power cab, sorry. But that's for another layout, that's for an exhibition layout that I'm going to build. Alright, so I need to take this out. I've ordered a blanking plug for it, which should be here maybe the end of the week or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, we'll have a quick shift at this, right? Now, as you can see, the cab is really, really well detailed. Little builder's plate on the side there under the cab window. The running number. All the vents are all really well done. As is the logo on the side. Windows at the engine bay, etc. That cab's just the same as the other one. You can see all the detail on the bogies is absolutely phenomenal. As is all the separately fitted parts along here. Talking of separately fitted parts, is one of the brake shoes had actually fell off in the box, so I'll need to glue it on once I find out which one it is that's came off. Right, I'll look at the other side. And you see, this side is identical to the other side. So we'll just have a shift at one end, eh? There you go. I will take one of the couplings off and fit all the pipes and all that kind of nonsense on it. You can see the lights and the handrails and all that. So everything on this is separately fitted. It's quite an outstanding model. And it weighs an absolute ton. Right, because it's DCC fitted, I'll stick it on the track. And you can see it run. It doesn't run particularly well on DC. I say I don't know if it's something to do with the chip or whatever. You hear it firing up, and then it will move off. There it goes. And believe it or not, that's on full power on the Gauge Master controller. It actually doesn't get that much faster than that. It takes about a week to get in this layout. Well, I'll show you when we get there and I'll show you the controller so that you can see it. Once the chip's been changed, which is going to be a bit of a job because it's a 21-pin chip and I'll need to be really careful taking this one out. It should come out no bother enough, but I'll need to be very careful about breaking the board with its own. Right there, it's there. There you go, 100%. And that's it, it's as fast as it'll go. It'll pull an absolute ton of stuff because it weighs an absolute ton. It'll pull a pile of stuff. It also has a stay alive in it because when you take it off the track, the wheels continue to turn and the lights stay on and all that. I initially took the body off it and I had to remove the bogie chains anyway for the body. So I've done that because I couldn't get the cab lights to go off. And I was looking for a switch. But there doesn't appear to be a switch for the cab lights. But trust me, the cab lights are on. And you can't see it in the... Alright, so we'll leave that one at that and we'll go on to the next thing. When I went to Model Rail Scotland, I was intending on getting a dapol auto coach until one of my friends in the Model Railway Club said to me, Airfix used to make them. And I was like, alright. So, here's the box. There's the number and all that kind of nonsense. There's nothing else on the box. Same gubbins at the other end. Right, so we'll have a look at this coach now. And there it's there. Now I got this for, I think it was 15 quid off eBay. No. I think that looks alright. Considering the price of the new dapol one, which is what, 70 quid? I got this for 15. I think I got a bargain. Right, we'll have a look at the driving end. Right. As you can see, there's a bit of space in the roof, but they all seem to be like that. There's a wee driver in it. There's some detailing picked out on it. There's a separately fitted bell. The buffers aren't sprung. It's got a wee tiny Airfix couplings on it. It does have some people in it. They all seem to be standing for some reason. But aye, there's people in it. I'll put some seated passengers on that at some point. Right, along the side we've got the handrails picked out in silver paint there. Plenty of detail on the bogies. They're a bit on the chassis and that. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is all quite well detailed here. It's a battery box or something there. Separately fitted metal handrails here. It has the name on it, which is Didcot. This bogey's just as well detailed. These steps are nice, I like them. the wee guards compartment with the bars etched onto the windies. Look at this end. That looks alright, eh? Oh, bits of moulded onto it and that. Right. Right, underneath it. What's underneath it? Nothing. The wheels are pretty terrible, they're pretty rusty and that. Well, the axles are pretty rusty and that. The wheels are plastic. I do believe I have some Blackman wheels that I could put on it. So aye, right, we'll have a look at the roof. You see there's all these air vents on it that have all been separately fitted, which is actually quite good. Right, we'll sit it on the track and see how it rolls, alright. Right, here we go. That's actually not bad. For all it's got like terrible axles on it, it actually seems to roll alright. Right, we'll put it on the track and see how it goes running. Right, there it's on the track behind the 14XX, which is where I normally build it in real life. We'll see how it goes. And I think, see, for this distance, I'm about what, 2.5, 3 feet away from it. I think it was brilliant. And I saved myself 40 odd quid, 50 quid. It is super quiet running round. Well guys, we'll see how it does this time, running through the points and that. So over everything okay so far. Superb. Excellent. Right troops, I've changed the wheels on it for Hornby ones. They're 14.1 mil. So aye, it's running great now. Smooth as. Every locomotive's hardly pulling anything now. There's no drag on that or anything. Right troops, in the next video I'll probably look at some wagons because my wife bought an absolute pile of wagons. I bought two, my wife bought an absolute pile. I'll also hopefully have an update on the deltic. If this blanking plug and the crew turn up, I'll get the input in it and we'll try it around the track properly and see it running properly. I'm also going to well, there's no way of getting the cab lights to turn off on this. What you've got to do is unscrew, take the body off and disconnect the plug for the cab lights, so I'll probably do that for the next time. Alright troops, but as it is, I'll leave you some running shots of these locomotives and wagons getting running about. Alright, cheers on it. Bye. Remember, like, share, subscribe on it, kind of rubbish.